That is why they are able to remove their money and put it naka Lozeus or naka Skibo. Tell me one particular help Skibo Biagoro na Facebook page. Ndi Igbo emeolie. Tell me one. Tell me one. Tell me one help Skibo comedy Biagoro na page. Yon Igbo emeolie. This is pure Igbo agenda. In Mathias' message lies bitterness, lies vindictiveness, lies wickedness, lies his personal agenda, which is very clear because na discrimination and division to involved nime discrimination to all nime. It is, and also it's just like if our brother Governor Isiagu Melo in the time past, whereby you are condemning this car dealer, on the other way around you are promoting another one. People are not really interested more in that one you are promoting. They will be concerned more in that one you are trying to pull down. They will think that you are pulling this one down in order to put this one up. These are sensitivities surrounding some of the things we do online here. Timing is very necessary in all you do. You see, if you are talking down on Governor Soludo or you are talking down on Mr. A, but you are promoting Mr. B, people will hide all your message. They will personalize it to you because they will think that you are condemning this person because of interest in Nebonyen. If you see Los Zeus, his message in our document like this. He's neither here or here. He's in the middle, trying to serve everybody. If you see Skibo, if you see Okpu and Ndi Igbo, they are always in the middle, serving the Igbo people. That is why you see them, when they open their mouth and ask of something, it will happen. Just go and look at this particular lady who posted some time back, Nero Josh. Do you know when Nero Josh started building houses for widows and widowers? Do you know when Nero Josh started doing charity work? With millions of naira. Yeah? Look at Harrison Gwamnishu. 1, 2, 3, or 4 houses all go to widows. Ndi Igbo in diaspora and people in Nigeria that are bringing that money. Why is Mathias failing to carry out such capital project since the collapse of Igbo Land and Self Charity Foundation from the general Igbos to a particular group of people? All these things I want you. Ability for you to ask question, to answer question is what makes you an intelligent somebody. And when you ask yourself questions, you will understand. I've tried to work about case of Mazen and a lot of people, so that you see these people, they carried different messages that bordered on Igbo people and Igbo race. Mathias Ejiofor and their cohort, they carry personal message that has nothing to do with Ndi Igbo in general, but it has something to do with your intentions, your belief, your interest. It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me. Absolutely. The choice of the car you drive has nothing to do with me. But the insecurity in the southeast has a lot to do with me. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? So all these things are the technicalities surrounding the different messages and people need to devote their energy on. Are you hearing me? You may be forced to ask me, what of more? Yes. I am here also to tell you that people have right to worship whichever God they want to worship. Number 2, that we cannot tolerate people who will come to bring division among Igbos, just like the mission and the agenda of these people, simply because you want to promote your own personal enterprise. It shock you will hear what about divisions among Igbos. In my message, there are still Igbo people hitting there. Genuinely. I've said it. When you look at Ife Menu Browser relating to Ife Nemen and Igbota, when you look at Ife Men and Rwanda, yeah, and look at Ife Nemen Igbota, and look at Ife Men at so many places, you will see the message and the genuine intention behind what I am doing here on Facebook. Also supersede your personal interest, your emotions. Also supersede if you can be reasonable. If you can only put you in that position and put the rest of the Igbos one side, result happen. We look at no okay. We don't want to see anybody nebu Bible na Igbo ta. Afonye nebu Bible na Igbo ta. Si boye. Ki we maro na message nebu bother on you. Ayebu nneru, ayebu nnaru, ayebu munneru. Umunnaru ya agwu. On if you get an even they put very clear. If you make a far or good region born a southeast, onye ya for. I'm asking you, onye ya for, knowing fully well that na family only Batana and Igbo. Mwelu, domination of 80 to 90 or 95% ndene joke. Yet everybody has been cohabiting for so many years. It is personal things that has nothing to do with religion, apart from little percentage. We shouldn't be much of an issue. So when you analyze all these things in the book critically, you will see where you are standing. You will see why people have not given up on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for the past 3 to 4 years. You will see it. What is that thing contained in his message that people are failing to give up on him? What is the content of that his message that the Igbos cannot go one day without his name being mentioned on Facebook? Like I said, you may not like him. It's not a must that everybody they are like you. Everybody must not like you. I mean, everybody knows that Dr. Alex Oti is bringing transformation in Abia State. Even if he is not doing the most, but we can see him doing better than the rest of the people that go there. People are still saying bad things about Alex Oti. Even Jesus Christ, who is stand the savior of the world. Yeah? So, you must not expect that 100% of people must be saying good things about you. But at least, a percentage can be of help. A greater percentage of people can be of help. If not for anything, that is how you shake whether the phone in a man on one, on aga or no haga. Percentage. Business show 90% chances of failure. It's a risk. It is a risk. But when 50% chances of failing and 50% chances of survival, you can now analyze. It will be a calculated risk. But 20% chances of failing and 80% chances of survival is a yes. Are you getting what I'm saying? So percentage matters in everything you do. So look at the percentage of Igbos. Some of them, some of the human rights activists, some of the corporate bodies, some of the organizations, some of the organizations that are speaking for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu does not mean that they actually align with his message. Does not mean that they actually align themselves with his approach. But I can tell you, when you dissect his messages, you must see one place or the other where he's talking directly to you, where he is speaking directly for you. You see? But On this particular one, Ijele and the Mazi Mathias, it is not what the approach that you people are taking. If you go in, no same Igbo man will come out for you. No same Igbo man will come out and identify themselves with you. Ijele also from somewhere, but Imo State called. Prominent people from Imo State, even in the media, are they not even the commonest person from Imo State? The only people you will see in the beginning of all this nonsense, speaking for Ijele, are people who have it in their mind here that they think they can chest Ndoka out. It is strictly about chesting Ndoka out. Beyond going deeper, there is nothing. There is nothing. The issue of Mathias has proven to you, the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has proven to you that his message got more deeper to people than you can imagine. If not, a struggle that can stand for 4 years without the front runner. Yet people are still talking about you. People are still spending their own personal resources, coming to court just to come and witness, even though they already know that this may be the outcome of the court process. But they will still say, I need to be there. I need to be there. I want to see. I need to be there. I want to see. Analyze your message. Analyze your message. A man on a message, yeah, or you take people anywhere beyond the prison gate. Will it take you anywhere the prison gate? Even if Mazi Nnamdi cannot buy today, generation to come will always read about him in the books. Yes, generation to come will, in fact, 5 generations to come will still read about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is how come you are still reading about Ikemba Ojukwu today. That is how come Mazi Amolo na 1992, 1993, Juwemalo Onyewu, Raphael Wazirike today. Tell me, from then after maybe program, somebody now say, they should write a book on Mathias so that the children yet to come will know him for what? Know him for what? I'm asking you, know him for what? What are the generations yet unborn? What are they going to know him for? That is somebody who came and stand. Eh? Is that what you are telling me? Is that what you want people to know him for? Or that not somebody will tell more division among the Igbos than uniting them? Is that what you are telling me? Yeah? I have said it countless times. Among the people who are endorsing the message of Mathias, who Ndi Berima, Nduhi, Ndakuna, Akuna, Ndi na-agwọ, Ndi na-akụ nsi, Ndi ogbu mmadụ, Ndị na-eme all manner of things. It's not because Nafa na-eme all these things, because onwe onye ma nke ibe na-eme, mana ndị nweghị conscience. They don't have any room for repentance. That is why they are up against that message that is going to preach to their conscience that what they are doing is bad. So they want freedom from any from anything that is going to appeal to their conscience. They want freedom from any captivity of I will go to hell because of this thing I'm doing. What you are doing is not good. Those are people who may be funding him little by little. Yes, Onohi, I like every day then I know Akuleba and Egu, they don't want to hear that message. They don't want to hear that message. Otherwise, some of them cannot prove to you they don't believe in spiritism, but they go to Benwadibia. Yes, for the Nimeha, wouldn't have to conscience. But if we are not to conscience, oh my no condition, Mary Crayfish will bend. Oh my no condition, Mary Crayfish will bend. That on a normal, that what he is doing is not honorable. But those people, Alo, Omenala. They've accepted that this is a way of life for them. They have accepted that this is the pattern they want to follow. They will not want anything that will be reminding them. Look at where what you are doing. What are you even telling me? Those days, parents, some of the things our parents say na quiet, anything. Or what if you don't man but because you don't want to hear it, now your father and your mother may travel because you will be free for a while. You don't want anybody to tell you if you're in a bed or bad. It happened those days. When you go back to school, they won't go back home because they don't want to go back to that place. So, generation I know actually freedom from any form of conscience, and that is how Ndosha will arrive at Abraham of today. That is the kind of freedom Ndosha na choketa. Freedom of eputanos of welu chidi na elu enwere dine. Freedom of ime alo of Omenala. Gone are those days na Igbo mgbe yawo ese mmadụ na ewu onye na-atụ akwụkwọ ogo so na ọ na-atụ akwụkwọ ma ọ bụ ife onye ahụ ọ na-atụ akwụkwọ wolu something na camouflage asị na ọwụ electronics dealer why na ọ na-atụ akwụkwọ. Gone are those days mgbe onye na-azụ ọgwụ anyị ekweli ka ndị mmadụ mara na ọ na-azụ ọgwụ. These days a na-abịazi mmemme ebe abịara party ifu ndị na-aṅụ kolos ifu ndị na-agba mkpụrụ mmiri amodernize and everything amodernize na mkpụrụ mmiri ọdụ in a more design card ihe eji n'aka na-akpagharị ebe niile. Ọgwụ ike niile a na-aṅụ emego na abịazie mmemme onye ọwụ na-ewepụta ma ụfọdụ ụmụ nwaanyị ka ya anụ echi. Ụfọdụ ụmụ nwaanyị ka ọ ya wee pụtafụ nwata nwaanyị bịara na comment section ebe a. Look, let me tell you, nwata nwaanyị ọwụ na-apụtalụ du bold enough na-aka ife ndị a na-akọ ọ bụla ezigbo mmadụ si na ọmụgwọ agụ. That lady or that woman is living an irresponsible lifestyle. Jedetuoye onwe video post yesterday ebe nwaanyị na-edi nwa ya ji ezute ego benebe. Such kind of women are everywhere na Facebook. Ụfọdụ n'ime ha enweghị home training, ụfọdụ n'ime ha do spoiled, ụfọdụ n'ime ha na n'iyi, ụfọdụ n'ime ha ajọ ndụ waste gova. Yes, you think that no ya like anything nwere ike oge ọnọ na n'afịa ọnụ ka a na-ezu ozi ọma ọgba akwụna ya na azụ onye na-agba akwụna iwere ahụ nye nwoke ọzọ na ọkụ mmụọ wee ebe ya nọ na ife ịrịba ama na nke a na nke a ishe no ya like such message. They will come after you. They don't want you always to be reminding them that what they are doing is evil. Today mmadụ pụtazie ọ na-agba n'ọwa asaman ejizi ya n'aka alụ awụrụ n'omenala. Gone are those days mgbe ya awụ apụta oge ka na-abịa mgbe ya awụ ịpụta n'etiti ilo nwaanyị gụọ ịtọ fom na nke etiti ilo ji na nwaanyị ebe a jewara because ife generation anyị achọrọ ụwụ absolute freedom from our conscience. Ka m gwazie eziokwu, nwa Yosef aha like na ịnọrọ n'ụlọ because ịnọ n'ụlọ ịnọ ihe aka n'ime onye eme ife niile ọ chọrọ ife niile ọ chọrọ ime ọchị ije pati onye eje ọchị ịbata n'abalị ọ ya bata nwa gị ọlaike na-egbara ya ọkụ 5 na ịchọghịkwa ọkụ 5 ka ọ hapụbe n'ịnọ n'ụlọ ọkwa nye kpatara ma nke elu bụghị level of independence na achọ ka o si n'aka parents ya pụọ. Ịghọtago ịghọta ife na agwa nwa Yosef du 15 years achọgo ka o si be pụọ ọ chọgo ka o jee ebe ọ ya de enjoy absolute freedom ka ị ghara ịdazi agwa ezu ụlọ nwaanyị eji wee bata late kere enyi nwoke achọta ahụ kere onye dị fa kere ife iji ebe nwoke deme. Nwa du 15 years na Nigeria kịta ọ chọghịzi interference from you parents. Ka m gbazie you, this is the main foundation behind this Omenala abụzụ eziokwu agenda. Yes, that is the main agenda. Ifere ebe Mathias na-ata abacha wee na-asọ ilu 18 years nwoke nwaanyị gụọ ijeburu nwaanyị wee gbachaa paịpụ iwere okpu ka ị ghara ibute ọrịa. That is the kind of thing they want. All those things our fathers mechara ya mana a na-eme na nzuzo o ji wee wuru ife ọjọọ. Ife eji eme na nzuzo owu ka o wee wuri ife ọjọọ ka o wuri ife adịghị mma n'anya mmadụ. Onweghị onye ị ya ama ya aka n'ike ị ghara itepụta nsị ọbịa nweghị onye ya eje na kọbọd ya ị ghara ịfụ skeleton. But what we are saying is ka alụ ghara iwu omenala n'ala Igbo, because na ife dị mma ka a na-eṅomi nke o nwere ụfọdụ ife mma eme n'ụwa mmekwe ka nwa mmehie mma ifulu nwa m ka ndụ chọọ na omeghe because na-agba n'ife ọjọọ ka ọwụ so mama ka mmekwe ka nwa mmehie or a good legacy ka ị achọ ka nwa inherit from you. A lot of people zụrụ ọgwụ n'ụwa anyị ekwe ka nwanne ha zụọ ọgwụ. They will pay everything to see that na ha established nwanne ha or enyi ha hafụrụ n'anya ka ị ghara ije be that kind of business, ime that kind of business ome because no ma risky do na that business. Ụfọdụ ndị zuru ohi anyị ekwe ka ọfụ nwanne ihe ebe nwanne zuru ohi onye ekwe because ọnwa the risk do involved n'ife ahụ mere and ọnwa na-anọ na n'ihu gbatuo mmadụ. That is not the kind of life he will wish you. Ejisego na ogbu mma anyị ekwe ka ewu mma gaa n'azụ. But the group of people ha na-amụsizi kịta among our society with the group of people who don't have conscience, and that is why evil ji multiply every day these days. Your son gacha school pụta ma ụmụ nwaanyị ọ sịghị na onye eje alụ ọrụ onye eje university onye eje mụọ ọrụ ọ chọrọ ije HK ejezie n'ụlọ jekwa ụgwọ HK ahụ asọpoziri ide eme ọdụ open. All these things we fire ezo. All these things are meant to be done in the secret because it is not a good thing. Condition Nigeria mean that everybody want to survive through different means, but some of those means are not meant to be open. They are meant to be in the secret. If only in a many whom we fame and no fish or comedy, when you do it in the open, in the secret, how will your child, how will your brother, how will your junior one see that thing you are doing? When you do it in the open, it means that you are showing that child, or you are showing that your brother, or you are showing that your friend, that this thing in there, no karaka, no duma, garaniru. That is the kind of freedom this generation is on nation. And that is the foundation of this Omenala Igbo agenda. That is why you will see them saying, after moye nke bata na program ebe waja no bosia. Now say, when they get converted into this message, they are going to be free. They will enjoy the kind of freedom we are enjoying. Which freedom are you enjoying? Which freedom are you enjoying? You are only enjoying a freedom of you not having conscience again. You have sold your conscience to the devil so that you will feel like nobody will hold you accountable for any action you take. That is the kind of freedom you are talking about. And that kind of freedom, you don't even want your child to experience that freedom. You don't want your child to experience that freedom. But you want to have the freedom whereby no book anywhere will be programmed to direct you on how you behave or how not to behave. You don't want anybody to remind you of any impending bad end of any character in an exhibit. You don't want anything that will be appealing to your conscience that this thing in a not job. If you only a conscience, if you only don't job, run away from that person. Repentance is very far from Onya. A lot of people name me for job today. They may not resist the reason but only conscious enough. And when you talk to him or her about if I hold him, whether no kusimurefa or no kusimurefa, you will see that this person will something do behind ordinary. But if you hand that do bold enough, now brag mother me for job or no me for job, now brag, very proud of living an irresponsible lifestyle. Very proud. Yeah? Ama mumbotu nzuzo a na-eme na school wotu nzuzo. Tato wukotu nzuzo. Owuzi otu ife. Ahazi ezo yezo. The youth of these days na apụtazi na street. A na-emezie ka ya si na gunume. Yeah? Is that the kind of thing you will want your son to emulate? Is that the kind of legacy you ask yourself the truth? Is there any moment that kind of lifestyle in exhibit publicly? Yes, youthful exuberance. Only a lot of things people cannot resist during their youthful days. But those are the things in your old age or in your advanced stage. You will regret so many of them. So many people say tattoo and they regret here. I have seen people say tattoo today. But when you can buy can you that is what you want to do because that is what your peers are doing there. Some people now appear in their advanced stage, they will start regretting it. That is why you father much you father and it is meant to be done in the secret. Yes. Those days they were secret court. They were secret court together. If they were open court, it was a secret court. Because everybody wants to do that. Even for now, for people to say that you are a Yahoo boy, it is a thing of pride. Yes, another Yahoo boy, they go Yahoo boy, you know conscience, they go add drop give Shooks Johnson. Yahoo boy, you know conscience. How come I can do with conscience? They also na condition make the fish to bend. And when they differ, those people you can reason with them because guy will reason no condition make a crayfish or bend there. Yeah? The condition of Nigeria may go people that they look for, even though it's not justifiable, but they want to survive so that they can create a living for themselves. But to people like Shooks Johnson, they are those ones who do so deadly. Yeah? They have pride in even that thing they are doing. They even go with it in the public. Una put openly on a barrel no as a man, and as a man, and as a benine. And if you look at it, that is the path we are going to now. I am not perfect. I have not even claimed to be. Yes. But all you are in a closet. Always know when you name if you only for John name today, it is not something I am proud of. So if I'm not proud of it, why will I show it to you in the public? Or for yourself, when you say it, people will even deny it. Denying something means that you are not proud of that thing they deny. If you are proud of it, you will own up to it with pride. But we are gradually going down to the path where people want to be free. They want freedom. Your child show freedom for your influence as a father and mother. But Omohozi, what is waiting for independence of the pocket? Ebaka kana no. Even even one day, even your younger brother, they want to be free. So the first thing had decided to attack now with the Bible. Because that book, a lot of things that will cage you, they will go free on that book. That is the freedom they are talking about. That is the freedom they are talking about. That is the freedom they are talking about. Now, you can see that I am free now. Will you allow your son to be as free as you are? No, because that is the kind of freedom we are working. So since you are free now from the bondage of that Bible, will you allow one and the one to be as free as you are? To bring home no na nwa nwoke ya sị oni ejuju ebe ndị oge iru ebe ahụ wuru nwoke ka ọ kpọ je sị na m fụrụ banana chara acha be wee sị ka m bịa ka mmanụ na ekwe ka m ṅụrụ ya naba ihe ekwe but ndị ọcha elu go to the level of that freedom and ama na nke Africa na-apụ iche even nke Africa ọ na-apụchasị iche so oge ọ ya elejirikwa nke anyị ya apụ n'ahụ iche. Dissect your message. I made a video yesterday about pastors and working. Why it will be difficult for you to prove or to engage yourself in that argument is simply because the pastors are dealing direct with people. Those people are standing in every gap for them, believing now that they are standing in the gap in the spiritual realm. Trying to fight them is trying to fight the people. Is that not the same explanation in Nigeria about Mazen and the Kano? For those people who are the true believers of Mazen and the Kano, they can give anything. They can sacrifice even for him. The same way people will sacrifice for their pastors. Mathias, how many people are ready to sacrifice for you? How many people has even sacrificed for you? Ijele, how many people has sacrificed for you? That is to show you that your message goes nowhere. Your message goes nowhere. You don't have any message of coming to tell me that this is what Ndosha is doing. We are not in Obodo Ndosha, my friend. We are not in Obodo Ndosha. If you want to tell me how Ndosha Sebi and Ndosha Sewedo, you will start with Uzodubaya. You will start with Okwaya Dewe. You will start with infrastructural development in Ndosha. Yes. You will start with welfare. Yeah. You will start with logistics system in Ndosha. There are a lot of places you can point out. And when I talk about Omenala in diaspora, bringing that development to home, for the moon misunderstand my message. If you don't if a hospital I go to in Madoka, na or if I will go from Nnewi to Umuchuku to go to that hospital. A lot of people has been going there for tourism sake, even before the hospital will be done. If you don't the message of Nanda had a joker. He is not a message you will find your way behind the net. You will end up worse than Ijele. My message is coming direct to you. People don't have any reason to come out with the flex, saying I demonstrated for Ijele. For what? Your father for what? If the message he is speaking they are spreading is going as far as they are saying, where are those people that their message are touching? If Mathias can do a 3 days crusade, not even his village people believe in his message. Not even up to 20 people. Bear a crusade they made at Christmas. What are you telling me? Na Bobble. Oh here he na Yesu. Iji acho ke mu Bible oko. Na emuzie Bible. Ka Bible wee justify izie ni Yesu. Izu here government nweta government atwo nga. Mmadụ ahụ ị na-egbu iji wee do against the Bible. Na Bible si ile egbu na mmadụ every day ebe ọ n'iti n'isi n'iwe afịa ogbu mmadụ ga-anwụ ogbu mmadụ ya eje ọkụ mmụọ ọ na-enweghị iwe izukwakwa ohi ahụ mgbe Bible anọghị gọọmenti igbuo mmadụ gọọmenti. So in the kind of one anọzi n'eketa, there is no message that the Bible has now that is not even almost in the Constitution. It is a book of law. Constitution is a book of law. Outside that, it is the self-discipline and principle Bible Kusilai, of which, even if you don't agree with me, you will agree with me. The former reward. You know that there is a reward in doing what is right, and that when you believe no onye me for job, he believe no onye me for job. Bible describe as a bejorinjo. You will believe with me that even no one man now every if job man will reward for the name receive go reward don't I when it comes to miracle now, it is a thing of choice. I can go to anywhere I want to go for solution. It's none of your business. It is a thing of choice. All that is mentioned is a principle that is binding me and you. There are what is bad, there is what is good. There is a reward for bad, there is a reward for good. The word for bad is not good, the word for good is not bad. These ones are principle, law of nature. What goes up must come down. Law of nature. Every other thing, it is based on personal. I can go to Toronto Hospital or Nisha. You may choose to go to Omenala Hospital in Mpo. I can go to Zenith Hospital in Unewi. You may choose to go to St. Nicholas in Lagos. In all these places, there are people there who believe in their process. Do you want me to tell you the truth? Brother, sister, there is nothing you can do about it. If you end up in prison because of that, you will cry for the rest of your life. Who is coming out to come and give solidarity to Ijele? From where? Who came out to give solidarity to Mathias? Nowhere. They were all on Facebook building their platforms and building their pages. Building their platforms and building their pages. While the young man is in Abuja. If not that he chose to use his senses, his wisdom, and throw away pride. All can be Ijele no we water. Yeah? All can be Ijele no we water. The same na message is for me and my kids. Who told you that it's for me and my kids? Wear your message with the message of Mazen Nandekano. I can show you a lot of message in Mazen Nandekano that has something to do, if not for anything. I can tell you that Mazen Nandekano message, the reason for massive investment of Ndi Igbo in the southeast now. Even though that's sad enough, insecurity has also started driving our people away. But you cannot tell me that since the message of Mazen Nandekano, since the arrest of Mazen Nandekano, that you cannot see the massive movement of our Igbo people investment from the various cities to the villages. Modern hotels, Abatawago, apartment, Analona Lagos, na Abuja, Abatawana na Ndi Igbo. People are now building modern hospitals with their money. People are bringing their businesses and investment back home. People are now doing real estate business in the east. So, at least the event and the happenings of the past has taught people that there is need for you to think home. So, even if you cannot agree with the message of Nwelonwe, you will agree with him on some messages of what an Igbo man must do to secure his home. Number one. Number two, you will agree with him that Igbo people are more like a minority. We are being marginalized, both structural marginalization and physical marginalization, even system marginalization. There are a lot of messages you can actually get from Mazen Nandekano. You may disagree with him on so many varieties of issues, but you will not change the fact that if you listen to him for 1 hour, forget about forget about the means of past messages here, but listen to the substance of Ifonegu. Mazen Nandekano 100. You must get at least 10 to 20 things. 30 from Ifahu, bordering on you, general conduct of Ndi Igbo, how this Obodo Nigeria so when they treat Ndi Igbo since the time of independence. All these things are facts that are there for us to see. It is just God who will use somebody to bring that particular mission to the forefront. That person may not even be so perfect. But the fact remains that since the issue and struggle of this Mazen Nandekano, the Igbos are beginning to think home. Let me tell you, if not because of this insecurity on the southeast, a lot of women now name 10 containers of road in Lagos. They na east. In where idea? Keta aka mmadu yesu obodo oyiwo bata, gbalo na aga na east. O bata na east. Or they invest again at east. Many factories are springing up. I repeat, if not because of this insecurity when at southeast, Ndi Igbo aka etinye na mmọnwụ etiri na Lagos na Abuja na Igbo. All this insecurity na chufusikwazi ndị mmadụ. Which is where I am talking to Ndi Igbo. Na ya eji aka anyị emebikwa ife aha anyị na-achọ ka anyị dozie. Minus insecurity na Igbo, I can tell you that the rate our youth ji wee na-eburu development ebunata na southeast. If not because of insecurity, a lot of people here relocate to go from Lagos to east. Even on Lagos, ebe ya wepụta na ata afọ na oh, somebody mepere our eyes. Even though you cannot agree with the messages, you cannot throw away the fact that he opened our eyes to possibility in the southeast. May southeast I fuel or never fertile. Do you know how many real estate business that is springing up in the southeast now? That is something that used to sell in Lagos and Abuja. Those days when you tell somebody that you are a real estate developer in the east or now, today now as I'm talking to you, you can buy a building 700 million in Oka. So years back, the bank on them, ego ne ka na akwu ugwu no n'Oka. Ego ne ka na akwu ugwu no n'Oka. I am asking you. The people like Seaman and Ndotu are beginning to build factories in their villages. It used to be Newi, even in Newi, you feel a lot of factories. But these days, people are now building factories and hospitals in their villages. Some years back, without this message of Martin and the Kano, I don't think that some of best autos will build that kind of hospital all over. No more Bobeha, not Nemo State. Come Ojelwe nowhere, or Obriawe in Lagos, or Ojelwe in Abuja. But he took that massive hospital project. Look at Nwavalogo Hospital. Look at the level of hospital that guy in Jeruno Rodo there. People are beginning to think home. That is what it means for people to dissect your message and get one thing out of it. But message Mathias, message Ijele, and look at Mazi Dibia. I was following an interview, not an interview, a conversation, or more like a debate. I bumped on that interview yesterday. Hello? As I was saying, now all these messages, Mathias, Nando today, na spread in Igbo. I was talking about Mazidibia. I just wanted to remember Benno. Yana that guy named debate. Can you tell me in this 21st century what you can be able to achieve? Waja. Ability for you to answer questions is what makes you an intelligent somebody. Can you tell me what you can achieve in this life as an Igbo man if you end up establishing that Igbo people are the oldest people and they are the real occupant of this earth? I know that. Can you tell me one single thing you can achieve? Because on car, I don't know what I message here. Car self name the world is fast developing. You are talking about Igbo people being the oldest people, being older than Yoruba, being older than Hausa, being older than Egypt. What are you going to benefit from that particular nonsense ideology in Akuzindebay? That is what I call superiority complex. That is what I call superiority complex. Superiority complex may that guy is so. If you want to prove to everybody that Igbo people are no, Igbo people will kill the rest of the world, or America, or Asia. Yeah? He will go to every tribe. Ujogo put an element of Igbo man there. What are you going to achieve by doing that? Tell me one single thing you can achieve by trying to prove to the whole world that Igbo people are the oldest people in this earth. Ijele will be to quote to nonsense that doesn't exist. So I don't meet the body bro or they cannot understand. But I like that guy. Then with that discussion. Also one pumpo you so one pumpo you just the guy in a simpler term. That is what people want to understand. On a moye share to go so one pumpo you. Yeah. On a moye share to go also one pumpo you. Ekwensu manipulate that guy now somebody who did not smell the four walls of the university. No, you won't know the cram mana encyclopedia dictionary who deceitful ones. Tell me one single thing you will achieve by trying to prove to them mother. Now Igbo people are the ancient occupant of this world before Obodo also will be a potala. Tell me. Onwere obodo no na Igbo today. Onwere obodo no na Igbo today. Iri Ji will compare Lagos in terms of infrastructure. So always say na Igbo to Lagos. What? How is he going to add up? How is he going to add up? He talk about obodo nwano na Ndi Yoruba onye Igbo shere. This is somebody who is failing to understand the issue of migration started a long time ago. Very soon you will come to America. It is happening now. Enwere Ndi Igbo kita awụ ndị America. Enwere Ndi Igbo kita awụ ndị Asia. Enwere Ndi Igbo tata awụ ndị Zambia. Enwego Ndi Igbo today wụ ndị Congo. In the next 20 years or in the next 30 years, those people will keep marrying Congolese and having their offspring. Their descendant is from Nigeria. Or Emeka Bialu Congo. No Angelina Wonye Congo. Generation Aketa Bidon from Emeka. So in the next 30 years or in the next 100 years, are you going to tell me that no Ndi Igbo will have established the Congo? Because now somebody took Emeka migrated to Congo. No na Congo raised with family and lineage. Because the fact still remains that some of these Omazi and Amugasin outside may not come back home again. Yeah. They may stay there and start raising their families. And if they start transferring that element of that Igbo tradition, Igbo foundation from Hawa to their offspring, they can you cannot come in the next 50 years because of that. He said that it is Igbo people who have done this. I call that superiority complex. Somebody should go and tell that guy that the kind of agenda the world doing today is superior than that particular superiority complex on a preach with emptiness. Beyond the driving from Lagos to East, what more do you think you can offer? People are bringing home development. People are driving industrial revolution. People are flying and doing wonders with science and technology. You are here, okay, I have accepted. Igbo people are the oldest people in the whole world. What next? What next? That message in a preach, what could be the end result? At least, message of Mazen Nandekano. If they even address the marginalization of Igbos, it will be a plus. Even they say Ndi Igbo nwere onwe ha, you like your go dear, like your go dear, there will be freedom at last. So, let me take it down to Mas Gibia. Can you tell me this message of Igbo superiority? You always want to prove to Ndi Igbo that they are more superior and older than Ndosha. That civilization and Gogo Iwogo started than Igbo. The etymology of the Samology. My brother, if nobody want to tell you the truth, when I look at you making that noise, only making a problem, I see somebody. Anyway, I don't need to say much because all these guys, they are interested in something which probably they are getting it. So I don't need to go and start talking to them. I was in the whole of the video watching yesterday. He was busy trying to prove to that guy that the Igbo people are the original ancient people. To what benefit will it be to the world of today? To what benefit do you think it will be to the world of today? Knowing fully well that Nenwegoli Neji started from America a long time ago, from Igbo or Yoruba. Knowing fully well that Nandepo Okonkwo were their relatives, none at Japan since, and then and those people are still going to one day trace their origin back to Okonkwo family in Umunze. That is what migration can do. Onye Kenya chila America. Onye Onye Kenya. Barack Obama onye Kenya chila America. So in the next 1,000 years to come, are Kenyans going to look at Onye Kenya chila America? We wonder America that they originated from Kenya, because in the history of the presidency of America, a Kenyan man ruled America. A Kenyan man ruled America because of migration and nationalization. That is why it is possible. Yes, for Ephraim Ononye ministry worldwide to serve as a special assistant to the governor of Ebonyi State, being an Obosi and Anambra State man. It is because of migration. If not because he migrated from Anambra to Ebonyi State. George Mmoghalu from Nnewi has served in different categories in APC, NNPP, and the CPC, if I'm not mistaken, those days, in Imo State. Olisameto from Umuanukotoro Nnewi, his father served as a chief justice in Ebonyi State, if I'm not mistaken. Yet, he is an Anambra State man from Nnewi. There are commissioners in Lagos, if I'm not mistaken. I think the last time there was a House of Assembly member from Lagos. There are Igbo people who are always contesting for either Senate or House of Rep in Lagos. Those people were born in Lagos. They grew up in Lagos. They are Lagosians, but they are Igbo by tribe. Are you telling me that tomorrow, if an Igbo man rules Lagos as the governor of Lagos, that it has shown that there are Igbos who started Lagos State? Because the next 1,000 years to come, that the name of that man will be Chukwuemeka Okonkwo, former governor of Lagos State. Yet that is an Igbo name. So sometimes logic these people may use, I don't see their message going beyond where they are. I don't see their message going beyond that place where they are. They have failed to understand what development is all about. They have failed to understand what civilization entails. They have failed to understand the mystery behind migration. They have failed to understand what nationalization is all about. They have failed to understand the kind of village we are living in. The globalization agenda is what they have failed to understand. These are clearly people living in the ancient days. These are clearly people who are living in the Stone Age. They think that life is still all about communal living now. They still think that life is all about that their Okipolo community in Umunze. They have failed to understand that life has gone beyond that. That is why somebody will be arguing. No! Inferiority complex. Ndi Igbo, Ndi America, Ndi Yoruba, Ndi Hausa. I'm asking you. In the origin of Hausa, did you see any Igbo man there? Have you ever heard that these are the original owners of Nigeria? That these are the people who started Nigeria? Have you ever heard about it? I'm asking you. During the days of your great grandfathers, Yorubas exist when Hausas exist when. Can you tell me? Yeah? During those days, Egypt exists when. Whether Nafana as Egypt or Nafada as Egypt, there have been original occupants and owners of that land. After all, some years back, Anambra State had as Anambra. Anambra State had as Anambra. But there are people who has been occupying that territory even before they created this new state. And actually created that. They created this this state and they created that. Somebody should tell them this new state and they create all the regions, state, local government in Ballon at that new state. There has been people who has been occupying that territory before a Keiha na that new state. All these things are things you don't need anybody to tell you. Don't even wait for anybody to hide any in it. Come is come, whether you use approach, whether you use progress, whether you use proceed, whether you use whatever, whether you use advance, whether you use any English also British Encyclopedia, book capital you are. So sometimes don't allow them to hide that deceit. The best way to deceive an Igbo man or an African man is to speak in Mwamba grammar, whether no meaning or no meaning. If you want to engage somebody, where kono su Igbo, nyako walo ge fa Igbo, ke ko wari ya Igbo. Nyako walo and the oswo you we got a how when nyabadi yeruye. Yes. Oswo nya na mbambo yiwo when nyabadi yeruye. E pretend na kaya se na Igbo ifokuru. When nyabadi yeruye, oyiwo aho yuzuru nwere simpler version of that oyiwo oye yuzuru. Omo ma yuzu nke ni ke ya na what ifokuru. Yes. Omo ma yuzu ke ya na what ifokuru. So when your ability to ask questions also makes you an intelligent somebody. You cannot come and be arguing for the people. What will you achieve? The oldest man in your family. Okay, the oldest man in your family. Can you say, nah, not go with the oldest man in your family? Apart from respect, people are there. Can you tell me another thing? Can I have another trophy? Talking about Igbos being the first occupant and the first indigenous people. And they may answer or debate or argument. A warrior na kware, a warrior kware de newu, a warrior kware de jiumunze, a warrior kware de jenugu. All these things who can na kwande madona. Igbo people are the original owners. The Igbos are even older than Egypt. Is Igbo Land better than Egypt? Is Igbo Land better than Egypt and more final than Egypt? Why an Igbo man in Egypt to Deshabata, so in another language? I mean, at a point, we need to deal with practicalities. Forget about the logic and the grammar. Yes. Let us deal with what is practical, what is physical before me and you. Yes. The world has gone beyond talking. America will hold world power today because they can talk more. Yes. China is not what they are today or who they are today because they talk too much. China is what they are today and who they are today because of what they can be able to do. Why the people like Innocent, Why the people like Joel Pharmaceutical, why they are driving industrial revolution in Ndi Igbo? You are busy arguing Ndi Igbo to Ndi Yoruba. Of what benefit is it to Ndi Igbo? Why must we even devote our time to that? So in that message, you make some kind of utterances that will put you behind the bar. You become unnecessarily aggressive, that you cross boundary, and you are being forced to sit behind the bar. Who are the people who will come out in solidarity for you? Because Ndi Igbo do older than Ndi Yoruba. Ndi Igbo do older than Ndi Hausa. Onweta no bosi Ndi Hausa pụtara sego na ife na-eso okwu na Nigeria wo na Ndi Igbo tọrọ Ndi Hausa. It has always been all about okay. Okay, if I enweta na if you enweta. If you don't have people who are bold enough to come and stand in the gap and speak for you and get okay ahụ logo, you will lose it. It has nothing in my history since you were put on one. Onwebo hobosi nnọrọ na Ndi Egypt na Ndi Igbo na azọ mbetọ. Anubo nya. It is not a family affair. So sometimes, on doesn't take in the buy on a long journey off the road. That is what was rather what brought Ijele to where he is today. And it seems like people has forgotten about him. They have progressed to other places. Over Ijele. Well, a reasonable message that put that on Igbo existence, on the progress of Ndi Igbo. You will see people coming out in numbers to give in solidarity. Ijele is even failing to go for a simple dialysis. They cannot even sustain him and pay for his dialysis. Yet you think you have message? Yeah? There was a time they were even talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Kenyeye akwụkwọ ka grant ya order kuju obodo oyiwo for medical checkup and treatment. That is to show you that somebody were men who are standing behind him. Ka nnukwu na ọkọ tụrụ okpuru ọra. Sọsọ na okpuru ọra jere something n'Enugu ka ọ dị na Port Harcourt. Ruo ebe ahụ onye o jere ịfụ make it in a police case. Before you know it, police station had to go crowded by people. Because of Gono, there is a man of the people inside there. Everything he do is about the people. Everything he is doing is about those people who cannot help or speak for themselves. Examine your message today. If you have been wasting time on Facebook, go into comedy. Nobody will hold you accountable for anything that you will make it fun on your page. I keep saying it. You can come on Facebook even no poster, no flexing mad. Put in the street of Abuja and Lagos. No fake. No fake pastor. Are you a member of his church? Are you not aware that Zion is a family affair? Are you a member of that family? Is the affair in that particular church? Does it concern you in any way? I'm trying to show you. I use a lot of people as an example. Remember, I told you, imagine what it will look like. No woman has Nnamdi Kanu mepelu Omenala hospital. We buy a Biafra hospital. Yeah? Imagine. Yeah? Imagine the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mepelu that Omenala hospital. We buy a Biafra hospital. Thousands of dollars will flood into that hospital from around the world. It may not even be Nigerians that will fund that hospital. There are people along that line. People. He's dealing with people. Yeah? Imagine not somebody doka okuru or Ndi Igbo mepe that hospital. Do you know what is going to happen to that hospital? Obidona flat. I can tell you that from now to Easter next year, the permanent site of that hospital will be opened. The first money that will come to that hospital will be enough to buy a plot of land anywhere in Ndi Igbo and build that hospital to the standard. Yeah? I don't need to use Ebukobi or any of them. All of them have shown it practical. You see it. There are people in between their message, and those people are getting what they are saying. The reason why I use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as an example to relate to Ijele and to relate to Mathias is so that you will see the direction in which the messages of these people are going, and the reaction that comes afterwards when similar something melonia megonia, if melonia megonia, how did people react to all these things? How did people react to all these things? If you are a man of value, you should be a man of value. If you are a man of value, when something happens to you, those people you are adding value to, they will not sleep, they will not rest until they see you come out from that melu. Into your people. Make a little hospital every day. If one of you melu donation 10,000. Yeah? Yeah? Every day, if one of you make donation 20,000. Is that not an indication that nobody is identifying with that your message? Is that not enough reason? 7 months people has forgotten about Ijele. Remember, 4 years later, people are still talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the difference. So, shake yourself. You will know the difference. Check yourself. Check yourself. 6-7 months down the line, people have forgotten about you. People are no more talking about you. Let us even talk about what happened within these 6 months. Did anybody come forward to come and demonstrate? The answer is no. Did any reasonable Igbo man come out to talk on your behalf? The answer is no. Yeah? Let us look at that 4 years. It is filled with so many activities that can trigger his release. Even those people who has proven not to even be his fan, they have spoken one way or the other for his release. Are you getting my point now? Are you getting my point now? Go and check your message. You share your message. You think about both ways. Sometimes even a woman area, I hope found area. No condemn on our cocubed. Nasia, Nando, Na sorry, Nanoya Duma. So that, oh, whatever I was in the canon shatter or they glow upon because now, honorable and any reaction arrest the spark up among the people. The people who are always standing in solidarity to him. I remember the first time I granted a bell hospital where he came to Afalu Kubeha. I remember what happened. You two put Okoni sim money. What a good. You two put Okoni sim mado. That is to show you that name will be Ishi. Nebwe. You want to go? So within that 5 years lies a series of actions and activities, different bodies, different organizations, different human rights groups, different people speaking for him. Even those who don't like him has been forced to come forward and speak for him. There are a lot of volunteers. Help is coming from all angles. In 4 years, people are still not yet tired. But in less than 7 months, the mother face go business her. Onyeluo, nya will really go. I will end this broadcast here. Kobo star mara in Madalon.